Welcome to the Reviewer PH 101. We will help you pass the exam. Instructions. Analyze and solve each problem carefully. Choose the correct answer on the given choices. 1. The primary colors that chloroplast, a green pigment, predominantly reflects can be described as A. Blue, B. Red, C. Green, D. Black. The correct answer is C. Explanation: chloroplasts contain a green pigment called chlorophyll, which absorbs light energy, particularly in the blue and red wavelengths, while reflecting green light, giving plants their characteristic green color. Two, 20 meters is equal to blank decameters. A. 0.02, B. 0.2, C. 2, D. 20. The correct answer is C. Explanation: a decameter, symbol, dam, is a unit of length in the International System of Units, SI, specifically the metric system. It is equal to 10 meters or 1,000 centimeters. The prefix deca- indicates a factor of 10, so a decameter is 10 times longer than a meter. In other words, 1 decameter equals 10 meters. 1 decameter equals 1,000 centimeters. Hence, solution is 20 meters multiplied by 1 decameter per 10 meters. Three, the measurement of heat is typically done in units known as A. Fahrenheit, B. Kelvin, C. Joules, D. Newton. The correct answer is C. Explanation: joule. The joule, symbol, J, is the SI unit of energy and work. 1 joule is defined as the amount of energy transferred when a force of 1 Newton acts over a distance of 1 meter in the direction of the force. In simpler terms, it is a measure of the energy expended or transferred. Heat is a form of energy wherein it can be measured using joules. 4. Sound is a form of wave generated by vibrations. These vibrations induce fluctuations in pressure within a medium, which are then detected and interpreted by our senses. Through which of the following mediums is sound unable to travel? A. Liquid, B. Solid, C. Gas, D. Vacuum. The correct answer is D. Explanation: sound cannot pass through a vacuum. A vacuum is a space devoid of matter, including air or any other substance that sound waves require to travel. Since sound waves are mechanical vibrations that require a medium to propagate, they cannot travel through a vacuum as there are no particles to transmit the vibrations. 5. Knives and axes are examples of simple machines that help in reducing the amount of effort required by humans. To which category do knives and axes belong? A. Inclined plane, B. Wedge, C. Pulley, D. Screw. The correct answer is E. Explanation: a wedge is a type of simple machine. It is a triangular-shaped tool with a thin edge that tapers to a thicker base. The wedge is designed to be inserted into a material, such as wood or metal, and exert force to separate or split it apart. By applying a downward or lateral force on the wedge, the material is forced apart due to the pressure exerted along the inclined surfaces. Examples of wedges include knives, axes, chisels, and even objects like doorstops. 6. If a gas is heated, then A. Volume and density decreases. B. Volume decreases, density is unaffected. C. Volume increases, density decreases. D. Volume and density increases. The correct answer is C. Explanation: the ideal gas law combines several gas laws, including Boyle's law, and provides a relationship between pressure, volume, temperature, and the number of gas molecules. It can be expressed as PV equals nRT, where P is pressure, V is volume, N is the number of gas molecules, measured in moles, R is the ideal gas constant, and T is temperature in Kelvin. The density of a gas is defined as its mass per unit volume. In the case of ideal gases, the density can be calculated using the ideal gas law as density equals molar mass of the gas asterisk pressure / gas constant asterisk temperature. This equation shows that, for a given gas, the density is directly proportional to the pressure and the molar mass and inversely proportional to the temperature. In summary, according to gas laws, the volume of a gas is inversely proportional to its pressure, and the density of a gas is directly proportional to its pressure and molar mass while being inversely proportional to temperature. Seven. The density of an object is determined by its mass divided by its volume. If the object is divided into 4 pieces, how does this division impact its density? A. Divided by 4. B. Half. C. Remains the same. D. Quadrupled. The correct answer is C. Explanation: density is defined as the mass of an object divided by its volume. When an object is cut into smaller pieces, the total mass of the object is distributed among the individual pieces, but the overall volume of the object remains unchanged. Since the volume of each piece is reduced proportionally to the reduction in mass, the ratio of mass to volume, which is the definition of density, remains constant. Therefore, cutting an object into smaller pieces does not affect its density. Each piece will still have the same density as the original object. Eight. Which if the choices below is not a greenhouse gas? A. Nitrous oxide. B. Helium. C. Methane. D. Carbon dioxide. The correct answer is E. Explanation: helium is the second lightest and second most abundant element in the universe, after hydrogen. It is the least reactive of all the elements and has the lowest boiling point of any substance. It is important to note that while helium is not a greenhouse gas, it does not have the ability to trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere like greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide (CO2) or methane (CH4). 9. Which one of the following options does not exhibit the property of reflecting light? A. Water. B. Food. C. Metallic object. D. None of the above. The correct answer is E. Explanation: all of the choices given can reflect light. Examples of materials that does not reflect light are black velvet fabric, Vantablack. 10. Which of these planets have rings? A. Uranus. B. Jupiter. C. Neptune. D. All of the above. The correct answer is E. Explanation: Jupiter has a faint ring system, although it is much less visible and less prominent compared to Saturn's rings. Jupiter's rings are composed of fine dust particles. Uranus has a set of narrow and relatively dark rings encircling it. The rings of Uranus are made up of a combination of dust, rocks, and ice particles. Neptune has a faint and fragmented ring system consisting of arcs rather than complete rings. The rings of Neptune are primarily composed of ice particles. 11. Typhoon Yolanda, also known as Typhoon Haiyan, was a devastating tropical cyclone that struck the Philippines in November 2013. It is classified as A. Tropical depression. B. Super typhoon. C. Mega typhoon. D. Tropical storm. The correct answer is E. Explanation: It was one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever recorded, with sustained winds reaching up to 315 kilometers per hour, 195 miles per hour, and gusts exceeding 380 kilometers per hour, 235 miles per hour. Yolanda caused widespread destruction and loss of life, particularly in the central regions of the Philippines, including the islands of Leyte and Samar. Rainbows are among the optical occurrences observable on Earth. What hue appears on the outermost curve of a rainbow? A. Blue. B. Red. C. Green. D. Violet. The correct answer is E. Explanation: Rainbows display a sequence of colors in a specific order. This sequence of colors, often remembered by the acronym ROIGBIV, represents the visible spectrum of light that is refracted and reflected by water droplets in the atmosphere, creating the beautiful phenomenon of a rainbow. With the knowledge that the speed of sound in air is 343 meters per second, you observe a lightning flash from a distance and promptly measure the time it takes for the sound of the thunder to reach you. Your watch records a duration of 2.5 seconds. What is the distance to the location where the lightning struck? A. 200 meters. B. 686.7 meters. C. 857.5 meters. D. 1,000 meters. The correct answer is C. Explanation: 343 meters per second times 2.5 seconds equals 857.5 meters. 14. In which atmospheric layer is ozone located? A. Troposphere. B. Stratosphere. C. Ecosphere. D. Mesosphere. The correct answer is E. Explanation: the stratosphere is a layer of Earth's atmosphere located above the troposphere and below the mesosphere. It is characterized by its relatively stable and stratified air mass. In the stratosphere, the temperature generally increases with altitude due to the presence of the ozone layer, which absorbs and scatters a significant portion of the sun's ultraviolet (UV) radiation. 15. If a particular fault moves horizontally along its strike, it is classified as A. Thrust fault. B. Reverse fault. C. Oblique fault. D. Strike-slip fault. The correct answer is D. Explanation: a strike-slip fault is a type of fault where the dominant movement is horizontal along the fault line or strike. In a strike-slip fault, the rocks on either side of the fault move horizontally past each other, with minimal vertical displacement. This type of fault is characterized by shear stress, where the rocks slide past each other in a lateral motion. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Reviewer PH 1001 channel. We are helping you pass the exam.